Do you want me to just say I told you so, or are you willing? The EuroLeague are allegedly prepared to break the bank to bring Caitlin Clark on board. They are set to offer Caitlin a huge offer that could tempt her into playing overseas and leave the WNBA with 0 stars to get away from the toxic league and finally catch a break, with Caitlin being compared to Angel Reese all season long and even veteran players turning on her. This could be the perfect time to make the move and show the league who's the real MVP, because actually if you think about it, like, could Angel be? This is a question, right? Get us at us in the comments. Could Angel be for Rabak what Jordan was for Nick? She has increased players' wages throughout the league. And some are still not happy. Angel Reese was bragging on a live stream thinking that she's the star player. I keep paying. I love when I do that. The bills, H pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. These players have got comfortable with the Caitlin Clark effect. She could go to Europe and earn 10 times her salary in the WNBA whilst getting treated better by the league. And then you had some jealousy, not by most, not by all, but there was some people within the WNBA, players, pundits, etc., that were trying to tear her down. And so how y'all look now? See, I love how everybody trying to change the argument. My man Shannon Shot went off about it this morning, how there was so many people getting that, people like him getting that, people like me, and others trying to change the freaking narrative. When people were trying to knock her down, they were trying to bring credibility to the argument. They weren't jealous as the EuroLeague prepares to offer her a record-breaking transfer deal. The basketball world is buzzing with speculation. Caitlin Clark, a rising star who has dominated the court in the WNBA, might soon become one of the highest paid players in the sport, both domestic and internationally. This potential move highlights not only her undeniable talent, but also the sharp contrast between how she's been treated in the WNBA and the recognition she's receiving overseas. Why does this potential transfer hold such significance for Clark's career? It could be the defining moment that marks her transition to a league that fully acknowledges her worth. Despite carrying the WNBA on her back, bringing in viewership and setting attendance records, Caitlin hasn't always received the respect she deserves. CH swoops, all why other haters out there, and I'm going call you out, man, cause it's blatantly obvious why you hating on the young lady. The news of Caitlin Clark potentially making a massive salary overseas has stirred up feelings of jealousy and discontent among her WNBA peers. Many players are frustrated by the fact that Clark, still early in her career, could be on the verge of securing a contract that dwarfs their own in a league where players fight tooth and nail for contracts that often pale in comparison to what male athletes make. The idea that Clark could earn 10 times more in the EuroLeague has led to a growing sense of unease. There's a growing perception that Caitlin may be abandoning the WNBA, leaving her fellow players to continue battling for smaller paychecks while she enjoys financial security overseas. This has sparked tension within the league, as some players feel that Clark's departure would weaken the WNBA, while others may quietly respect her decision to seek better opportunities. After all, why should Caitlin Clark, who has already proven herself as a top talent, settle for less when she could earn so much more abroad? It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog, okay? There's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. She has it. She's got the thing. We can't assign it initially. Caitlin Clark had made it clear that she intended to take a break from basketball after her rookie season in the NBA. She expressed a desire to step away, citing the need for rest and recovery after a grueling year. Clark stated that she had no plans to play abroad during her break, leaving fans and teammates under the impression that she would be spending time away from the court altogether. However, in recent developments, it seems that Caitlin may have changed her mind. Rumors have begun to circulate that she is now considering playing in Europe, with the EuroLeague emerging as a strong contender for her next career move. What led to this change of heart? Some speculate that the treatment she has received in the WNBA, both on and off the court, may have played a role in her decision to reconsider playing abroad. What's your perspective on this narrative? That players of the WNBA are hating on Caitlin Clark, it's a false narrative, Chan, and I don't think there's any jealousy or pettiness that is fueled dirty play. Now is the attention she's getting on the defensive end unprecedented for a rookie. Clark's departure from the WNBA to Europe would mark a significant shift in her career, signaling that she may be looking for a fresh start after a season filled with both triumph and hardship. Caitlin might see this as an opportunity to reset, explore new opportunities, and showcase her talents on a global stage. But this decision isn't just about basketball. It's also about finding a place where she feels valued and respected, something she hasn't always experienced during her time in the WNBA. This draft class, 2024, led by Caitlin Clark, it's going to be one, they're going to remember this, and these women's salaries don't continue to go up despite her incredible contributions to the league. Caitlin Clark hasn't always been treated with the respect she deserves. While she has been the WNBA's biggest draw, bringing in record viewership numbers and filling stadiums, she has often found herself at the center of conflict, both with her teammates and opponents. One incident in particular stands out. During a game, Caitlin was struck in the face by an opposing player, resulting in a black eye. "Oh, I'm sorry, you poked me in the eye." "Did not." "Did you do it? Purpose?" "I did not do it on purpose." What made the situation even worse was the reaction from Caitlin's own teammate, Nalissa Smith. Instead of standing by, Clark Smith laughed off the incident, even going so far as to joke about it with the player who had injured Clark. To make matters worse, that player was Smith's girlfriend, further complicating the dynamics within the team. For Caitlin, this betrayal must have felt like a slap in the face, highlighting the toxic environment she was operating in. Nalissa could have told DJ she was out of order for laughing about it, but no, she's shown where her priorities lie. These challenges, Caitlin Clark continued to rise to the occasion. Her performance on the court remained stellar, and she didn't let the negativity around her affect her game, but the emotional toll of dealing with such disrespect from both her teammates and the league must have weighed heavily on her. Perhaps this is why the idea of leaving the WNBA for a fresh start in Europe has become increasingly appealing to her. There is no denying Caitlin Clark's massive impact on the WNBA during her rookie season. She has been the league's biggest draw, constantly bringing in the most viewership and filling arenas wherever she played. In fact, the Indiana Fever, Clark's team, broke attendance records, achieving the highest attendance ever recorded in the history of the WNBA. She has a unique presence that draws people in, whether through her remarkable shooting or her unwavering determination. Fans flock to see her play, and her jersey sales have soared, making her one of the most recognizable faces in women's sports for the WNBA. Caitlin Clark has been a marketing dream come true, yet they still don't give her protection against players with an agenda. With kin comes millions and millions and millions of more eyeballs, and with those millions and millions and millions of more eyeballs, unfortunately, is going to come some people who are not nice. Yet, despite everything she has done for the league, the WNBA has not always treated Caitlin with the respect and support she deserves. Instead of rallying around her and acknowledging her contributions, the league has often allowed negativity and jealousy to cloud its appreciation for its star player. This lack of support has only fueled rumors of Clark's potential move to Europe, where she may find the recognition and respect that has been lacking in her time in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark has undoubtedly been the shining star of the WNBA this year, but instead of receiving the support she deserves, she has faced an astonishing lack of recognition from the league itself and its players. This reality becomes even more evident when you consider how her treatment, both from her teammates and from opposing players, has been far from welcoming as a rookie. Caitlin entered the WNBA full of promise, but instead of receiving the celebration her talent warrants, she was faced with opposition at every turn. Her stellar performances, which should have made her a unanimous pick for Rookie of the Year, were unfairly scrutinized. She wasn't able to win unanimously, and many people believe this was a result of personal biases rather than a fair assessment of her basketball prowess. Caitlin Clark was only one vote away from winning it unanimously, the Rookie of the Year awards. Congrats on winning the Rookie of the Year award, but how is it not unanimous? I get that people don't like her, whatever the case may be, but honestly, she led rookies in every category. Pretty much she took her team to the playoffs for the first time in like 10 years. She was the first ever rookie to get a triple-double more than one. The animosity Caitlin has faced from fellow players and even from her own team seems to be driven by jealousy over her success. Some may feel threatened by the amounts